Welcome back, everybody, to the Call of Duty Rec League. We're jumping into the second match real quick right here. We got the New York SubPar versus the Sydney Dingoes Gold Mixed Division. Both of these teams sitting at 3-2 right now, so this has some serious playoff implications behind it.
Yeah, definitely. If you are new around here, your fourth win of the season usually knocks your set into the playoffs matches. And well, if you are tied in record with another team, then it goes to the head-to-head. So it is more than likely that we will see these two teams in the head-to-head. So whoever wins this match is likely to get in over the other one, assuming they both have those 4 wins. And right now, New York SubPar are setting out to get that 4th win as they're going to go up early with this P1 hold.
Yeah, Sydney Dingoes, they seem to be focusing more on that P2 area, and you can't blame them, but New York SubPar, they're about to get 40 seconds on this P1, and that's way more than you would want to give up. We're at the point into this game cycle where, you're going to be wanting to be contesting that P1 time because, you give up 30 seconds on that P1, so you're going to have to get at least more than that here on this P2.
Yeah, and it looks like they're going for the hit around the back. Hotbox God is going to try to do what he can. He's going to take some shots. Toby going to take him down, though. Number 7, Dak, is going to be still in the back, waiting for his teammates to push the front. Kyle Boom flying in. C going to take him down, though. Zark on the reach out. Going to be able to find one, and here comes the push from New York, as Zark's going to find the second, and that's going to be a full takedown from New York, as they're going to manage to notch this hold straight in.
Yeah, New York SubPar. They break on in, and they got the better half of this hill, no doubt about it. You just got Kill Switch trying to fight for this now, and the rest of New York SubPar, they're working out of the time, and as well, they're spawning that back spot. So while Kill Switch does get that time, it's very likely he's only able to get a few seconds. He gets that final, 5 seconds. New York SubPar pick up the last 12, but we already have presence for them in the back of the map. Hotbox does get taken down, but ample time to maybe move among the map and try to, create some pressure on this P3.
That was a massive win out of Biscuit to get that kill in the back. If he loses that gunfight, Hotbox probably pinches it. The push probably comes in. New York SubPar probably break this hill super early. But now the Sydney Dingoes have a chance to get a nice hold underway. The push coming from side door. Kylo, they're going to do what he can. Hotbox finds one on the early push. And now here comes the collapse around the kitchen hill. Biscuit finds one. The trade going back and forth. Biscuit finds 2. Zark on the trade. Going to be able to challenge. Sieg finds 1. Zark going to be the last one remaining from New York. Gets chowed by Toby. And a great hold from the Sydney Dingoes.
Yeah, Sydney Dingoes are looking good there on that P3. I mean, New York SubPar, they're all but forced to maybe rotate to this P4. We already got 2 players from Sydney Dingoes here. So, they're feeling comfortable. New York SubPar, they're all moving on that rotation. But Sydney Dingoes, they got Siege working around the back. He's able to pick up 1. And they're kind of pinched here on this point. You got Siege coming from behind. You got Kill Switch in this back spot area. He does get stunned. He might get taken down, but he checks the wrong way. As Kill Switch does get taken down, New York SubPar feel comfortable on this new hill. You're gonna have to force yourself to get some time here because, minimal mixiness would be very helpful for them on this hill.
Yeah, definitely. But here comes the back spawns, and that's definitely going to be a surprise to some of the members on New York, because they're going to get taken down. But Dak going to be the last man standing in the hill. The split spawns starting to come out for both of these teams, and this is going to get quite dicey here. One player in the back manages to get taken down, and Dak stays alive inside the hill. This chaos in the map right now as the spawns go every which way. It's like throw a fucking dart at the pinboard, honestly.
Yeah, that's the best way you could possibly do it. I mean, Dak picks up a big 2-piece. You got 29 seconds. Or 22 seconds left on the clock here for New York SubPar to accrue. And they're looking solid to get the rest of this time as well. They're also moving their way over toward that P5 as well. I mean, both of these teams have been doing a great job of, not giving up those easy rotations. I feel like we always have a fight for these rotations here on the hills. We got Biscuit versus Dak right here. Dak gets the better of him that time around, but Toby is going to be right on behind him to get that first time on the board. So the fight for the hill should go down, but the reinforcements are quick to come.
Yeah, and Toby is throwing the snakes like no other. Great form out of the guy. But he does get taken down. Kylo Bim does what he can, finds 2, but quickly the trades come through. Zark challenging the hill, takes 1 down. Pushing through the connector. Might be able to get something on the pinch here, but Kill Switch reads it perfectly. And now it's going to be all on the ARs. Hotbox and Dak are trying to challenge the hill, but the reinforcements come in fast from Sydney Dingoes. Dak going to be the last one alive. Kyle Boom, though, quick on the reinforcements off spawn, and it's a battle on the hill. Quite scrappy as we've seen so far.
Yeah, New York SubPar gets the better side of that scrappiness. 22 seconds left to go. And they do flip those spawns as well. So Sydney Dingoes will be back Jules area. You got Toby trying to make things mixy here, but they're all going to be trying to push through this kitchen side of the map. You want that back kitchen plat area if you are going to break this P7 hill. So, You know, New York SubPar, they got a great spread on the map right now. 2 players on new. You got player 7 and player 8 trying to, you know, just hold down the rest of the map. But for now, it's like Sydney Dingoes are just so staggered.
Yeah, Sydney Dingoes are very spread out on the map, and number 7, Dak, gets the spawn out, and he's going to quickly pinch Sage, and then he's going to take him down, and Sydney Dingoes are stuck in a bit of a tough spot. A great setup from New York now, as Dak and Hotbox, the ARs, are pretty solidly patrolling the areas, but that might be the first kill they need. But Zark, Kylo, boom, they take him down, and Zark goes on a 2. Toby managed to break on the hill, but Dak quickly finds the kill. It's another 4 down for the Sydney Dingoes, and a great hold from New York.
Yes, absolutely. The only player ready to contest is player 1. He gets taken down. So New York have a very healthy P7 and a very healthy lead on their hands. They should get the last 16 here. And, you know, they're looking solid from top to bottom. We got Kyle Boom 16 and 12, you know, applying that pressure with the SMG. And then we got Dak 16 and 8, double positive with that scar in hand. 10 or a minute and 10 seconds left, or on the board for him as well. New York SubPar got a healthy lead after the first rotation of hills. If they can play this way for the second half, you know, they're going to be in a great spot to take this home.
Yeah, things were scrappy for the first, you know, couple of hills, but ever since then, New York SubPar have kind of just put their pedal to the metal, and they are taking this one over. 40 seconds left on this P1. If we remember how this first P1 went, it went pretty well for the New York SubPar, and Kylo Boom somehow stayed alive. Biscuit not quite finding the kill. Kylo Boom goes for the reach out, probably a little bit ambitious there, as Biscuit's going to take him down. Zark chowing the hill. He's going to be in the critic corner. He's looking for some kills, but gets shot out by 2 of the players. Sydney Dingoes, the rotation is kind of contested, but Zark going for the 2-piece does not quite finish it off, but Kylo Boom there on the help. The last 18 seconds probably will go the way of the New York SubPar, but talk about a contested rotations toward P2, as there are 2 players that are essentially in the back, not aware of each other right now.
Yeah, you got player 1. That's going to be Kill Switch. He's on the desk trying to get kills here, but as Kyle Boom takes him down, that's all, you know, control here for the New York SubPar. Sydney Dingoes trying to move through that jewel side of the map, and they have some sort of pressure there. Kill Switch does spawn out in the back, I'm pretty sure, so that might shake things up a little bit, but the lead is growing so quickly for the New York SubPar. Cheeky spot out of Kill Switch right there, able to get 1, able to get a second, might make things mixy on the hill. He goes in with the knife, he finds the 3rd, and that's a great break out of Sydney Dingoes off the back of Kill Switch's 3-piece.
Yeah, he takes the blade, and Shank is gonna be able to find the 3rd there. Absolute criminal out of him, and Toby snaking this desk once again. The nade comes through. He manages to stay alive, but Dak hunts him down. And Dak, I think he slipped a kill streak in there when we weren't watching. I noticed it a little bit ago, but I just keep forgetting about it. He might have to use that here soon. But Sydney Dingoes with a great P2 hold after a great P2 break, and they're gonna be able to hold that time. But now it's time for the rotation to P3. If we remember this hill last time, Sydney Dingoes held this quite well, but now it's New York SubPar first to set up, and it'll be on them to make a nice hold out of this.
They're kind of turtled here on the time, which isn't a horrible idea, because you know, you're kind of forcing Sydney Dingoes to make a play here when you know you're in kind of a undesirable position. Hotbox able to pick up 1. Siege busts through the door, picks up Zark, but the trade's going back and forth, and now Siege all alone here on the push. 20 and 15, he's doing his thing with the SMG, no doubt, but he's got to make something happen here. Does he pick up Hotbox? He doesn't. The snakes are in, and the team shots are there. Only 20 seconds left to go before New York SubPar win this game 1.
Someone call a health inspector. Snakes in the kitchen, not quite a good thing for the Sydney Dingoes, as New York SubPar continue to wash them out. Only need 10 more seconds to collect the map win, but Siege, Dolphin dives in, quickly gets taken down. It's going to be at the straight flood from the Sydney Dingoes if they want to be able to stop this. Toby finds 1, challenging into the freezer, finds the 2nd, a great shots out of him, finds the 3rd on the Hotbox. Is he going to get challenged by Zark? He will, and they can win off there still, as they only need 4 more seconds. I don't think anyone from Sydney Dingoes is going to be close enough to touch the time. They will not, and even though Toby went huge with a 3-piece at the end, Zark manages to take him down, and New York SubPar with a nice, dominant map 1 victory.
Yeah, I mean, New York SubPar just seemed to be in the driver's seat almost the whole time there from start to finish. You know, it was kind of back and forth there at the beginning, but, you know, New York SubPar, they developed that, you know, around 70-point. Welcome back, everybody, to the Call of Duty Rec League. Sydney Dingoes versus New York SubPar. The map 2, Mercado, S&D, and Hotbox God with a cheeky little angle off the break, but the dangerous thing is the Sydney Dingoes going toward B off the break, and they've already cleaned up 2 of the kills.
Yeah, great nade early on, and another follow-up kill by Kill Switch. That sniper gonna be put to tough use here in the close quarters areas of B. And Kylo Boom, he's gonna try to wrap the full map. Never mind, he's just gonna try to cut through middle here. But number one Biscuit, he has got the cross on lockdown, shuts that down real quick. Hotbox God, 1 versus 4 with a sniper would be a clip for sure. Maybe put it in the montage, but yeah, he's just gonna jump out of the map. He's gonna shoot the gun in the air in resignation, and Sydney Dingoes start off strong in our S&D.
Yeah, shooting your pistol in the air is the equivalent of waving a white flag here in Call of Duty. It's like there was nothing left for him to do. He had the sniper in hand, and I can't disagree with you, Zenny. Would have been a nice clip, but realistically, unrealistic situation to take home.
And a great push by Sydney Dingoes early on. They subvert expectations perfectly. Usually, the A site is favored on this map, as far as I'm aware. But the B zone can be pushed just as easily. It's probably one of the more even maps. It's not like Fortress where one site's all the way off to the right side. So they perfectly subvert expectations, and they get a nice B push in, and they take that one down. And C gets aggressive early on in this one, but Zark gonna punish that mistake early on. As New York SubPar gonna go up 4 versus 3.
Yeah, New York SubPar definitely in an advantageous position right here. They got to clear out Toby, though. He's kind of in a tough spot here. He's able to pick up one, and the bomb is down right there. Not sure he knows, but Toby in a great spot to pick up a second. He does. Makes it a 2v2 situation now, trying to take down Kyle Boom. Player next to him, though, that's going to be Hotbox God. Takes him down. Kill switch. Left in a 1v2. Make it a 1v1. This round has just been going down so quickly, but as the dust settles, 1v1 situation now between Kill switch and Hotbox.
Yeah, who's got the 1v1 instincts? Both of these players have a relative idea where the other player should be. They got the comms from their teammates. Killswitch obviously knows that Hotbox gonna be near this A zone, potentially in the building, and likely knows that he'll have the bomb now. But the question is, will he have rotated over to the B zone? I don't think that Killswitch is aware that he'd still be there. But here comes the plant. Killswitch probably is. He's gonna take a couple shots, but Hotbox! I don't think he was facing him. I had the spidey senses to get out of that one. 10 seconds left, though. Killswitch is just gonna wait until the last possible second to chow this. The question is, will Hotbox try to plant this bomb? I don't think he will. He's not gonna try to plant. He's gonna wait for the challenge, but Killswitch is gonna wait it out, and the ice out of Killswitch to win that 1v1 that way. A great play from him.
Yeah, and I don't think I've ever seen a 1v1 where two players moved less. Hotbox God moved, right from top balcony to the bomb site, and Killswitch just ran back and forth in the middle of the map for around a minute. I mean, quite an interesting 1v1 that ends in no kill, but, great instincts out of Killswitch to kind of call the bluff on Hotbox there.
Yeah, great play out of him, and they're going to go back to the A zone. Nade's getting thrown over towards the hedges, but Trophy's in this time. No one's going to get a nade kill this early on, and Kylo Boom pushed up onto the ledge. He's trying to get this perfect jump up, and he does manage to succeed there. He's got the pre-aim, going to take down Toby, using Toby's tricks against him. We get the 2PC. Will takes down Killswitch, even with no aim assist early on. Is he going to get the 3? Nope, Zark doesn't take it from him. He ran out of ammo anyway, so it's not that big a deal. But this should be the first round win as Biscuit left all alone in the 1v4. I don't think he can really do it.
I mean, it's possible at any point. Zenny now a 1v3. Another player looking to challenge Hotbox God. He makes it impossible as he gets taken down. New York SubPar, they get around on the board, and, much needed, especially after, maybe a couple you wanted back.
Yeah, and I think so far we're starting to see that New York SubPar probably prefer this A site. So I'm expecting Sydney Dingoes to probably play over towards that B, that 10 zone, just a little bit more often than they have thus far, only doing it one round. So I think that New York SubPar will have to adapt to the strategies that Sydney Dingoes employs, but nevertheless, a close game already.
Yeah, close game, no doubt about it. Both of these teams look, quite solid here in the search and destroy game mode. New York SubPar going back to that A site yet again. The nade comes in though. Great start for the New York SubPar. Free first blood. Siege has made his way up to that side door though. I mean, the easy part of a bomb site is getting into the building. The hard part is getting the bomb down.
Yeah, and Siege is in such a good position. If anyone tries to push up to get that hedge control, they're likely going to go down. Maybe a double chow from New York would work, but they'd have to cross the tunnel, and that's the first part of it down. Gonna start laying this bomb down. They hear the trophy get pushed. No one's watching this back alley flank right now. So if someone were to get there, and it looks like Toby wants to do that, he's moving his way over there. But now all the angles are picked up from New York. Siege waited for his daddy. He's going to pop it. He's going to try to make a move. Does he see? I think he's going to hop this. He's going to hop the bomb. He's going to pick it up. Will they check it?
Not sure they will. Do they even have time to?
No
The only
way.
player who could is
No
player
way.
7, and it's Hotbox got
Right?
it. And the
He got
defuse
it!
comes in. Sydney Dingoes get the defuse right under the
Oh.
nose of the New York SubPar, and they go up 3-1 here in the search and destroy. I mean, that's not what I expected to see.
That is not at all what you expect to see. Hotbox God is probably, a little bit mad about that one. He kills him just a second earlier. They take that round win, but a great play by Siege. Pops the Netty, runs up on the bomb, hops the defuse, gets it done. I mean, a fantastic play out of the guy.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Sydney Dingoes, not only do they have all the momentum in the world, but after a couple of these rounds, they really do have all of the confidence in the world as well. They're feeling comfortable. They're going back to their trusty old B push. Dak should be ready for it though.
Yeah,
Trying to find the push, but there's a lot of Sydney Dingoes coming his way.
the movement out of Dak. And there's the nade. A couple of, kills go back and forth. Dak getting her up here early. A great movement out of him to, hop through the windowsill. But Toby with a sniper. He's getting rogue chowed by Zark. The nade comes through. Doesn't quite kill him. He manages to get away with 2 health. And we're at kind of a stalemate here.
The chow comes in from Zark though, ready for the reinforcements, and now New York SubPar in a favorable situation. Kill switch, ready for a chow, but that's your teammate, buddy. Toby and Kill switch trying to make their way toward that A site, and they only got to fight through Zark here.
Yeah, Zark's going to be the only player. The bomb is picked up. Zark on a 3 spree. Might develop into something more. Gonna spot out Kill switch. And manages to get the kill. The Vesnev up close. So strong. And now Toby left in the 1 versus 3. This one's going to be tough. He pops the Deddy. Will he be able to make the maneuvers? I think that they are aware bomb is down as they've started to rotate all over. And Hotbox spots him tunnel. He's weak. He's one shot. He runs into Dak. And New York SubPar bounce back after the ninja defuse and tie it, or not tie it up, but rather only down 1 now.
Yeah, New York SubPar truly win kind of a much needed round there. After you get a ninja defuse like that, you're really trying to find a way to bounce back quickly, and they do exactly that right there. They find, the advantage they needed. It was really Zark there who made the difference. I mean, if Zark gets taken down in some of those positions, it goes from like a 3v1 to like a 2v3 in the other direction. So, big plays out of him. They're doing a great job on the defensive end. Now, you got to find some W's here on the offense.
Toby hopped up with a sniper rifle. Unfortunately, no one's challenging, no one's home. So they push once again. I feel like we're seeing a lot of these. And Zark on the 4 spree. Can't he find any more? Hotbox got a kill switch. Each one of their own. And kill switch got aggressive there. But he wasn't able to find anything just yet. Now, you said it. Easy part's getting inside the building. The hard part's making the play. But Kyle Boom does what he can. Toby finds one. Zark on the trade. And now a 1 versus 2 left for Siege.
Yeah, and Siege kind of in a tough spot here. I mean, he's so far away from that A bomb site as it's planted. He's got to waste at least like 10 seconds of those times trying to like check these corners and make sure that neither of these players are, anywhere in any random spots. But New York SubPar, they're ready for the A push, and they got the setup for it as well.
Yeah, Zark is watching this bomb with eagle eyes. He is not going to allow another ninja defuse to happen. And he chows it. Siege is going to get that kill. Shut down the streaks. No cruise missile for Zark. And Dak quick on the trade. So New York SubPar will actually tie it up this time 3-3. But Zark not getting the cruise missile. You have to think, will that come to bite them later on in the match?
It very well could. I mean, cruise missiles can be very powerful on this map. Not a lot of inside areas. Obviously you have the green, obviously you have the tin, but if you call in a cruise, it's like, okay, so we know they're going to be in either tin hiding or in green. So, cruise missiles can be very powerful on this map. But, as we get through the halfway point of the game, it looks like this is anyone's to take home.
Yeah, really. I mean, the Sydney Dingoes had a strong start, but New York SubPar have kind of turned it around when the nades come through. Zark, very weak off the back of that one. He's going to challenge through the window, and slowly he's going to peek in. Siege gets taken down. Zark has been a menace with the Vesnev in this one, and Kill Switch, he is weak as well. And Sydney Dingoes looks like they're going to be forced to back up. Bomb is down lower, but Toby on the flank finds. Still didn't even spot that one out. But Zark is going to be the man to get through if you want to grab this bomb. Lower green.
Curious how Toby got to that area. He must have snuck through the middle of the map and found a couple kills. He does get traded out, so now a 2v2 situation, and the bomb has yet to go down. It's still down in that bottom green area. Zark trying to just find anything he can. He's got 2 Sydney Dingoes around him. Not sure if he can hear their footsteps, but, a play must be made at some point.
He's got to hear him stomping around. He spots kill switch out early on, and Zark is going to take that one. He pre-aims the second. Is he going to get the 2 kills necessary? As this guy is a menace on the A site. New York SubPar take the lead 4-3.
Yeah, and I like what I'm seeing out of New York SubPar. You know, they're taking, tough situations and kind of talenting their way out of it. Dak takes down 1 at L, and Zark is able to pick up a 2, 9-3 now in the search and destroy. Really like what I'm seeing out of them, especially, when you got your aggressive Vaznev player putting up numbers like that, it just makes everybody's job easier.
Yeah, and Toby is trying to do what he can on the opposite side, 8-5. I mean, that 2-piece was huge, but just not able to capitalize on it. And so New York SubPar, they will be on the offensive again. And look at that, another A push. Trophies go down, so no nade kills should come through. Siege, gotta get aggressive though. Finds the early stun. Will he chow? Nades continue to fly through. Slowly but surely, space has been gained. Biscuit gonna find the early pick. Siege, can he find the second? Zark is gonna peek him, and he manages to get out just in time, as it looks like New York SubPar have been pushed back to the brink.
Advantage Sydney Dingoes. They want to find this defensive round. Player 2 is trying to make something happen on the other side of the map, and he dies. He went out of bounds, and he gets taken down. So a free equalization there for the New York SubPar. And now the B site is completely open. They don't know it just yet, but they got a lot of room to work with over here.
Yeah, call him Clayster, I guess, as he falls off the map. Forget how that's possible sometimes on some of these maps, but all that free space over towards the B zone should be capitalized on. Sark sees death in the iron sights of Biscuit, manages to survive. And the bomb should go down here. Siege checks the bomb, doesn't see him planting. Chow's Hotbox gets the hit marker, goes for the rechow. Biscuit's going to take down Dak up top of 10, and Hotbox going to equalize 2 versus 2.
Biscuit making a play at the back alley. Toby, though, he's going to be the first one to take a fight. He takes down Zarky, gets the second onto Hotbox. Absolutely clean SMG gameplay out of Toby. 10-2 right now, doing so much for the squad. And he gets a round on the board for the Sydney Dingoes. 4-4 now. We're back and forth. The pendulum swings. Both of these teams, they're getting closer and closer to a victory here.
Yeah, and like you said, that aggressive SMG play makes everything easier, and Toby really clutches up for Killswitch falling off the map there. I'm sure he's Killswitch is probably gonna have to own one after that. But honestly, for the Sydney for Sydney here, I kind of want to see him go B. B worked out really well for them on their first round, and ever since they've kept going A, and it's just not worked out as well as it could. I really want to see him go to this B zone. But it looks like they're going to ignore my advice. They're going to go straight to A, and Hotbox has an angle on Killswitch. Headshots come through, and that's going to be a 4-3 advantage.
And you got Kyle Boom trying to get aggressive as well. Toby trying to sneak through L yet again. Sure, they're not going to let that flank occur a second time around. But if you're New York SubPar, Kyle Boom might need to get activated at some point. Hotbox God gets a kill. And, you don't have an even round
No
here.
way.
Oh, Dak doesn't see the player go banana as well. But you still have Kyle Boom in the back. Oh, and they line up for Dak. He gets a free 2-piece. Now it's Biscuit all alone. Dak finds the perfect Call of Duty timing, and now Biscuit doesn't really have many options left.
Yeah, and he is just trying to run around, try to get away, but New York SubPar, they hunt him down, and once again, SubPar take the lead. Like you said, back and forth, the pendulum swings. Kyle Bloom, great kill on the Biscuit. And that timing was a bit interesting, but never came anything of it. Dak's going to shut it down, and Sydney Dingoes backs pinned against the wall. Now you lose this round. You're going to go down 2-0 in the series.
Yeah, Sydney Dingoes, if you want to hope in the series, this truly is one that you kind of need to take home right now, just for the momentum, for the confidence, for the comfortability here in the next map ahead of us. New York SubPar 1 round away from going up 2-0, like you said, Zenny, and they throw an A fake and they instantly wrap back to B. They say, guys, I think we can go B here, and you see the full team is committing.
Yeah, and that's a good play. You pull the A fake, you roll the dice on that play, but that stun is going to let Siege know. He's got to tell his team to rotate, and look at that. They are rotating fast, but the space has been taken. Toby gets shot out. Wins the gunfight with the sub. Headshot multiplier comes through, and they're going to beat down a member now on New York SubPar. 4 versus 3 for the Sydney Dingoes. Hotbox equalizes, takes down Killswitch, mid-map controlled.
And if you're New York SubPar, you might opt to just wrap out a second time, because this is not a very favorable situation you have here on the B bomb site. Player 6, that's going to be Zark. He's trying to find the timing, but as Dak picks up Siege, Hotbox is trapped in this middle area. Hotbox is able to pick up Toby. Now a 1v2 situation for Biscuit. This round has been so wacky from start to finish. But now, the bomb tries to get planted down, but Hotbox God picks him up. And the New York SubPar go up 2-0 in the series.
Yeah, it was an early domination from the Sydney Dingoes, but New York SubPar bounced back. Honestly, after the Ninja Defuse, I guess that kind of, tipped New York SubPar off to their mistakes, and they bounced back strong.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Call of Duty Rec League. Map 3 of this game has started. New York SubPar up 2-0 against the Sydney Dingoes. New York SubPar trying to close it here. Sydney Dingoes trying to stay alive. And the first blood is a great way to start it, but you got a lot of New York SubPar to fight through.
Yeah, this is going to have to be where the momentum shifts, and Biscuit gets taken as he's trying to cross to the top radio. Hotbox got with some nice shots there, and it's a 3 versus 3 on the time currently. Off respawn, going to be some New York players now. It's going to be a 4v4 as both teams have conglomerated to their full strength. Dak looking for a pick from this ledge, but the trade comes down, and he's looking. Hotbox God going to chase the kill. Biscuit's going to take down Dak. Siege is actually going to take down Hotbox. Zark going to be the last one alive, and he's going to be too far to stop the second tick of progression.
Yes, he might. Kyle Boom making a play here, but there's still some players around. Not sure where they are. I think he's contesting from the inside of that doorway. Not sure that you are supposed to be able to contest there, but he sure is. That's going to be Toby. And, I mean, Kyle Boom just came behind him.
Oh, it's broken. It's so broken. No. He's shooting the plants. Oh, I feel bad for Kyle.
Well, he's gotta be. That's exactly where he is. He ends up finding him, and I personally have not seen that one before, Zenny.
No, I have not either. I think we probably have to. We're gonna have to add that one to the banned spots category. I think after that one. But nevertheless, Sydney Dingoes have hopped their way onto this B zone despite all that chaos, and so they're gonna be able to take this third tick down quite easily. New York SubPar now have a lot of control over towards the A zone, and so Sydney Dingoes gonna have to find their way either through their spawn or gonna have to respawn up and try it again.
Yeah, I mean, Toby's trying to search here for Dak at the top of the mountain, but I mean, he's found himself into a pretty solid spot, just position-wise, but he does find Dak. He's going to be able to take him down. But the rest of the Sydney Dingoes are having a tough time getting out of their spawn right now.
Yeah, so far New York SubPars are just expanding inside of the spawn of the Sydney Dingoes. There's not much room for them to get out. As Kylo Boom, this guy's been the aggressive sub with his duo Zark, and they're doing what they can to, shut down this push. Hotbox God, top radio, is not a guy you want to have to challenge if you are trying to get to this A zone. They do have one tick over towards A, so they will have 4 ticks regardless of what happens to the rest of this round, which is not a bad number to have, but you surely want to win this round, and there it is. 2 picks might be good enough to get the break in.
Might very well be. They got to find their way on the A point. They're going to have to get a 3-stack here. Word to Jim's New York SubPar. They're so far away. The second tick comes in. I don't think anybody's going to be quick enough to find a contest here. And there it is. Sydney Dingoes win the round 1 of the El Asilo control. And that's off to a good start when your back's against the wall.
Yeah, I mean, all that, confusion at the start of the round just turns into Sydney Dingoes, taking that one away. And so far, they're going to have a 6-tick lead. Obviously, having the offensive win is surely a good thing. You obviously have that one. You're going to take the round for sure. But the 6 ticks also, the added benefit, because if you go all the way to that round 5 distance, you might need those ticks to get the defense.
Very true, Zenny. Very true. New York SubPar going to have to bounce back in quite the way here on the offensive end, but Toby's already taken some map control up here. He's going to see there's nobody at the top pool area. I mean, New York SubPar, they just played this so slow so far. Nobody touched the A point yet. And, Sydney Dingoes have just taken complete control of their whole map.
Yeah, but look what they've done. They started to spawn some of the New York SubPar players over towards this B site quite heavy. And I'm not sure if any of them are, fast enough to get across, take some of that space back early on. But Toby, he's surely going to try to do his best. But Kylo Boom shuts that one down pretty easily. Biscuit going to do what he can from the top patio. But Kylo Boom challenges him out. And I feel like we're seeing, a repetition around here. I feel like this is exactly what happened for the Sydney Dingoes last time around.
It's very true. Very repetitive. The second tick about to come in. Killswitch shooting at his teammate yet again. That might be the second time that Killswitch has done that so far. Will the third tick come in? Toby's able to get one, but it's not enough. They find the B cap. Now they just got to find the A one.
Yeah, and it's going to be all on to the Sydney Dingoes to do what New York SubPar could not do last round, and that is to hold the A zone. Can they do it? And Siege, you know, he had a bit of a slow map in the S&D, I will not lie, but he is turning it up here in the control. 9 and 6 to start us off so far, and Dak, he is trying to make his way through the right side of the map. He is playing so incredibly slow, just waiting for his chance to, you know, jump at an opportunity. Hotbox God hops in the time early, shoots his teammate in the back, Toby on the pinch, and then is going to clear New York SubPar off of the point. Dak going to be the only one left remaining inside the back of the spawn.
And New York SubPar, they just don't have many options right now. I mean, Sydney Dingoes have just pushed up so far into their base that they're kind of forced to go around the right. They do find their way close to the point, but there's still some solid Sydney Dingo defense to be aware of. But as 2 kills come in, you can start to stack the point. Word to Jim's, Dak picks up a 3rd on his kill streak. Kill switch, though, finds 2 behind it. Hotbox might fall right into that nade, and there it is. The 4 down for New York SubPar, and now Sydney can fly toward the spawn.
Yeah, and kill switch goes huge for the Dingoes there as he picks up 2 of his own. Dak, unfortunately, killing his teammate as he tries to nade kill switch at Toby. Once again, getting aggressive up top. Dak, kill switch, each fighting one. And now it's a 3 versus 3 as we wait for the respawns. Hotbox God challenges low Siege, tries to get out of there. It does, but he reach-outs, but Hotbox is going to be able to pull out the gun. He just in time. Takes him down. Now here comes the 3 stack onto the A zone from the New York SubPar. They're going to get 2 ticks, make it 3 here, as I'm sure that no one on the Dingoes is going to be able to get onto the time. And we might as well just be playing a best of 3 control now as well. It's going to be the first to get 2 more wins.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, Zenny, everything's evened up now. You know, besides kills, obviously, we're not sure how close it is on the kills, but each team has an offensive win, one where they got all 3 ticks on each point, each team with 1 win and 6 ticks on the board. So now you really got to turn up. You got to take what you learned from these last 2 rounds and try to apply them to these next 2, because, you know, if you're on the defensive end, you don't want that to happen again.
So this is actually something I keep thinking of is like we should have an option, right? For if it's a you know if it's a tick advantage, right, for one team, or if it's a kill advantage where it's just full offensive wins throughout a control, that you should be able to pick if you want offense or not. You shouldn't just get auto put onto defense. You know what I'm saying? Because if everyone's been winning these offensives and you get put on defense when you would have won an offense, you know, it seems kind of trolly to me. What do you think?
A little trolly, no doubt. I get what you're trying to say. The theory crafting is in from Zenny, no doubt. But I think it would be interesting. But, you know, for now, it makes sense the way it is. But I would do that. But Sydney Dingoes on the B point. They got a 2 stack on. And they're trying to get this tick so far. You got Kill Switch holding down the site. But Siege and Co., they're not ready to challenge just yet. New York SubPar, their reactions are just very solid currently. But 3 down go the way of Sydney Dingoes. Now they can stack this point. Word to Jims. You got player 6 so far out of the play. Can they get this B zone here? Things are ramping up quick for the Sydney Dingoes. Oh my gosh.
Dude, that spawn's so busted. We're definitely adding that to the ban list. There's no way that's staying, and we're not allowing that to happen anymore. That is so crazy. But Sydney Dingoes, they are going to get the B zone. They stack. They managed to get that one down. They've reclaimed a lot of this space inside the inner building. Kill Switch going to be the first one to challenge over towards the A zone. Takes down Hotbox. Dak, though, put on top of this radio tower. He is absolutely beaming, but Siege is going to take him down. A 2 versus 2 on the time now as the teammates are coming off of respawn. Siege hops to the hill early, but gets taken down by Zark. And it's going to be back to square one now for the Sydney Dingoes.
Yeah, Sydney Dingoes, they've been doing an absolutely fantastic job of not finding themselves back into that deep spawn trap so far. And I think that's what's like lending them some pressure here on this offensive end, is that they're in such safe spots at all times. But as I say that, they might find themselves in a spawn trap. I truly should have never said anything to begin with, because I'm caster cursing in real time. You can see it. But they find their way down to that bottom poolside area, and they have some room to work with. Well, which way do the kills go is the next question.
I wonder if Siege is okay. He's not moving. He died unexpectedly in the middle of the map, and
Ooh,
there
he's
he
gone.
goes. That's going to be the lag out. But I do think that the rules are going to proclaim that we have to continue to play this map, this round out. It will be a end after this round closes out. So New York SubPar, seeing as it's a 4v3, should take this round down. I would be very upset if New York SubPar managed to toss this one in the bin. You know, it being 3 versus 4. But we will, end the game after this round is over, and we will resume with New York SubPar being on the offensive end. But this second tick might go through. They're not doubting this. I don't know what's taking them so long. That's gonna be the second tick in, I think, as Toby is back in his spot. 20 seconds continue to go through. He's not on it yet because the time is still ticking down, and Dak's gonna take him down. So that will be 5 ticks locked in for the side of the Sydney Dingoes there. 5 tick advantage as we will end the game very here shortly after this round ends. We'll get everything back set up and we'll continue to play the match out.
Yeah, kind of a tough situation there for Sydney Dingoes. Their teammate drops. They end up losing the round. New York SubPar go up 2-1 here in the LSC low control. But I mean, I liked what I saw out of Sydney before that point. You know, they were never in that deep spawn trap, like I was saying. Welcome back, everybody, to the map 3 LSC low control. We got New York SubPar up 2-0 in the series, and they're up 2-0 in the 2-1 in the control as well. If they win here, they take the series after a quick reset we just had.
Yeah, Biscuit gonna find 2, make it 3. As Skylo Boom's gonna be the last player standing on the hill. Gonna take down 2 of his own as he's gonna get that spray transfer clear there. Toby gonna be the last one up. He's gonna clear that B zone off, but there comes the spawns. New York SubPar gonna make their quick advance over towards A.
Yeah, that's kind of the idea on this map. You know, if you're able to go A, you drag the team over to A. You go B. If you go B, drag the defensive team over to B, then you go toward that A site. It's kind of a kiting technique, you know. So, New York SubPar, they have some forward progress. It's going to be Dak with the Spectrum camo in hand, trying to get some kills here. He sees Biscuit walk into his line of sight. He's able to stack the point with his teammate Siege, going to be trying to make his way in. And, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I feel like that's a free point cap. You know, you got 3 players around the hill. 2 ticks to it, you might want to chalk it if you're Sydney Dingoes.
Yeah, this is going to be a hold on for dear life now onto the B zone for the side of the Dingoes as they have to give up the A zone. And here comes the push. Going to probably come straight through the spawn, maybe cut through the middle of the map. But Biscuit going to stop the early push. Hotbox has gone top patio and Biscuit chows out. And this guy has got some movement on him. He is putting on the skates so far for this restart.
Yeah, he absolutely is. Sydney Dingoes trying to take control of that field area. You can see they're kind of, triangulated around it quite well, but New York SubPar is opting to go the opposite direction, try to make a flank onto this point, and it's kind of the perfect thing to do here in this situation. But Siege, with the sub in hand, he's beaming Hotbox God with some solid snakes. Word to Metal Gear Solid, he finds one, but kill switch still in that top white area. I mean, it's kind of a back and forth right here, just fighting for this control of field.
Yeah, and it's an interesting strategy out of New York SubPar to continue to hit through that right side because not only does that that wastes a lot of time for them. You know, it's already down to less than a minute, but they have gotten a bit more control over towards that side than they would have otherwise. But Toby, he's gonna be the gate crosser. Never mind, Kylo Boom's gonna take him down. He's gonna run straight forward, and they need to hop on this point though. They're gonna try to get this tick. And there he goes, gonna go forward, kids down Biscuit, and that's gonna be a 2-stack on the B zone. Second tick should come through shortly, and potentially the third to end off this game. But here comes the challenges, Siege on the time. 3 headshots come through for the Dingoes, and that's gonna push Sydney Dingoes right back to their spawn.
Yeah, and Sydney Dingoes do a great job of just stifling that push so quick because the New York SubPar are so far away from that B point as of now, and they really have no way to try to sneak their way back on. 20 seconds left to go. They got to get this second tick. 9 lives left for the Sydney Dingoes, make it 8. But with only 18 seconds left to go, I can only imagine this is probably going to go to the time because with only 14 seconds left to go, they gotta kill Siege right here. He is a huge factor in keeping this round alive, and Kyle Boom, he's not reading him being behind that wall. Dak is doing a great job of holding those players down in the back of their spawn. Dak gets taken down. They pick up Siege at the last second. 3 lives left to go for Sydney Dingoes. They double stack the point. Biscuit's able to find Hotbox God. Zark's got to play his life, and he's unable to. Can they jump on the point? They can't. Sydney Dingoes win the defensive round. It was so close, Zenny. It was so close. Now the game 2-2. It's tied.
Yeah, it's all coming down to this last round, and I think Sydney Dingoes are gonna be on the offensive just because of how the game works right now with this restart. And I don't think that they'll mind this, as after all, they did have a heap of success on the offensive side, honestly. It's kind of been even across both of the sides in this map. You can't really, lean way one way or the other, but nevertheless, this is going to have to be the start of Sydney Dingo's, comeback tour for this series if they want to take this one home. But New York is going to try to do what they can. Kylo Boom gets taken down. Siege with the first blood.
Yeah, big start for Sydney Dingoes. They're fighting toward that A point as they always do. They're taking control, trying to make sure everything is safe here currently. But 3 goes down instantly for the Sydney Dingoes. New York SubPar can start to make the push up. We got Kylo Boom getting some pressure here on the field side of the map. We got Siege running into a wall as Kylo Boom picks him up. Kyle Boom finds his way into the bottom white area, and he could make things very annoying for the Sydney Dingoes right now.
Oh, he definitely could, but
Oh.
Siege manages to take him down. He only makes things annoying for a short while, and Dak, 11-4, by the way, is going to try to go for some long shots, and Cindy have been halted a bit here. Down 4 lives they go. They're going to have to make something happen here if they want to stay alive in the series. Toby, he's pushing up, and here he goes again.
It's always Toby. It's always
There's
Toby.
Toby.
He's going to be the main reason that we're not allowed to use that spot anymore in the Call of Duty Rec League. But New York SubPar trying to fight for that A point. And what I can say is they're probably aware of that spot now. So if anybody can't find someone on the point, they're going to be like, okay, he's in that spot. But Sydney Dingoes, they got 3 stacked on the A point right now. Hotbox God trying to fight the New York SubPar, trying to sneak their way around. Maybe find a couple of kills here. Siege, though, in the laying down spot, able to pick up 1. He picks up a second as well. 2 ticks on the board. The third should be coming in shortly. And now we have a fight for the B zone.
Since the restart, Siege is 17-9. This guy is doing it all right now, and Dak is trying to match him tit for tat. And Toby, he's stuck behind these boxes, and Dak is just kind of tracing him around. Finally gets the kill, but Toby got a Hail Mary nade over, and that's going to take down Kylo Boom. So 2 for 2, but the spawns obviously favoring New York SubPar as they are on the defensive side. It's going to have to be a slow work up the map for Sydney Dingoes now, and nades galore come towards Dak. None managed to hit him, though. There's a 2 life advantage, make it 3, possibly 4 here in a second, are the way of the New York SubPar.
Yeah, he picks up 1. He picks up a second as well. The snap is in. Kill switch, though, in the top side of their pool. But Zark is starting to make things annoying for them yet again. He finds 1. Is he able to find a second? He does not. But New York SubPar still in a very comfortable position. Sydney Dingoes only 13 lives left remaining. But I'm going to say it one more time, Zenny. All they need is a 4 down.
Yeah, I mean, on this map, on any of these control maps, really, you get a 4 down and a stack, it can very well be over. We've seen that time and time again, but less than 30 seconds, though, so time pressure starting to mount onto Sydney. Tit for tat, not going to be good enough if you want to be able to get onto this. But there it comes, the wave of yellow in the kill feed. Kill switch last remaining, he gets taken down. That is a 4 down, less than 20 to go for the Sydney Dingoes. They are going to have to full sprint, and Zark is about to get up in their grill. Can he stay alive long enough to find the kills? He's trying to do his best. Can the kills come through? The nade, the team nade actually takes it down, and 5 seconds remaining. I'm not sure if anyone on the Sydney Dingoes is close enough. The trophy gets thrown down to stop the grenades, but no time left, and that is going to be it. He dives in at the last possible second, and New York SubPar take the series in a clean 3-0 fashion.
I mean, that control was so close. I mean, map 1, definitely the New York SubPar special, but, map 2 and map 3, realistically.